Welcome one and all to the RLA Music Department Winter Concert. For those of you who don't know, my name is Noelle. I am a grade 10 band student, and today I will be your wonderful MC. Now, I'm in band, and I know some good music when I hear it. And let me tell you, you've come to the right place. Tonight, there will be 3 fantastic ensembles performing for your listening pleasure: the grade 5s, grade 6, 7s, and the junior jazz band. In addition, there will be some jam and solos and duos from some very talented students in all grades. All have been working very hard every day to bring some beautiful music to your ears. So sit back, relax, and have a jolly good time tonight. Before we kick things off, let's just run through the housekeeping items. Please mute your cell phones. Try to remain seated and in the room while band members are performing. And when you need to leave, please do so quietly using one of the back doors. All of these things not doing any of these things does distract our members playing on stage, so please try to follow along to these rules. Finally, we highly suggest staying to the end of the concert, as all of our bands have worked very hard and deserve to be heard, not to mention the fact that they all rock. With all that out of our way, let's saddle up our reindeer, slip on our snow boots, and sit back and relax as we listen to our amazing RLA bands. But first, please rise for the playing of O Canada.
Did I borrow someone else's planet though?
First up, we have the grade 5 band. This is their very first concert, and let me tell you, I could feel the excitement backstage. They've been working incredibly hard to prepare for tonight, and it's awesome to see how far they've already come since September, when the band room was filled with squeaks and squawks of all kinds, or as Mr. J calls it, the Dying Duck Orchestra. Tonight, the grade 5s will be performing 10 classic short songs for you, starting with Hot Cross Buns. This piece is a staple in our band community, being one of the first real songs students learn to play. Here is Hot Cross Buns.
All right, we're on number 18. We're going to do tutti, flute, horns, saxes, trumpets, trombones, and everything.
duet. Duet gives the students the ability to practice the very important skills of playing different parts and at different times.
Okay, number 14. Few times, numbers swap on the left.
Next is Mary Had a Little Lamb. I bet you're already singing it in your head, so let's get right to it.
23. Two times. Two times. One,
Next, we have the classic French tune, Clair de la Lune.
only one time, right? One time.
Now we head up to space to enjoy Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
One time, right? One time. Okay. Full flight. Check. One, two,
Now we head back down to Earth and watch as London Bridge is falling down.
only one time. One time. Here we go.
is Old MacDonald, a lovely upbeat kids' nursery rhyme.
2 times. 39. 2 times. 2 times.
Good King Wenceslas will feature a couple of different solos from members of the band, so listen for those. Please enjoy.
Okay, so we have Nicole, Andrew, Juliet, okay, David. Then we've got Lakin, okay. Then we're gonna do Darren, Chloe, Riley, and then ending with Shantae. Does that sound right? Yeah? You want to do it? Because you said you would. Okay. All right. Starting with Nicole. And 1, 2, Nicole. Nice job, Chloe.
And now we finally get to the winter theme, starting with Jolly Old St. Nicholas.
36. Let's only do it 1 time, okay? 1 time. Line it. Okay, 36. Only 1. No, just line it. Jolly old saint. Okay. And 1 time. 1, 2. Last one.
And to finish off the grade 5 set, we have the classic Christmas tune, Jingle Bells.
2 times. 2 times. 25. Here we go. White, remember. 1, 2.
We will now transfer over to our lovely solo and duo performances, so please hold your reindeer.
If you're doing a duet or solo, I would just come
You guys
stand. Stand or move. Yep, clear move. Anywhere move. Okay. If you are not doing a solo duet, correct? Yeah. In the 6/7. Yeah. I got it. Alright guys, here's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna say your name, then you're just gonna come up and you can play right here. Okay. If you need another chance, you can take another one. If you want to sit, that's okay too. You can grab a chair. Okay. How many of you are gonna want to sit when you play? Okay, I'll have a chair. If you need a chair, guys, just come grab it from here. Okay. All right. All right. Can we give our grade fives another big round of applause? As I say every year, my working with the grade fives is always one of the most fun things to do because they go from knowing nothing to be able to play all of those songs in really 2 months. So it's really cool to see how quickly they can improve and how good they can sound. On stage now, I always ask before the concert, is there anyone who'd like to actually do some more solos or duets? And these brave, awesome band students are like, me please. So we're going to hear some awesome solos. So I'm going to say your name, and then if you guys just want to work your way to the front, that would be awesome. Okay. Let's start with Darren, just because you're one of the closest one there. And Darren, I think, has got another rendition of Jingle Bells for us. If you noticed, some of you may have heard in Hot Cross Buns, did you notice that Darren's the only one playing baritone this year? And he sounded so good. He's holding down that baritone section. So big round of applause for Darren before he plays this. All right, Darren, whenever you're ready. All right, and when you guys are done, you're just going to head off the stage. Thanks, Darren. All right, up next we have Jacob. Come on over. And Jacob, you've got Twinkle Twinkle, right? Yeah. All right, let's get Evan over here. Come on down, Evan. And Evan, you wrote your own song for us, right? Which is really cool. I always love it when people come and say, I want to write my own stuff. So Evan, did you give this one a title or no? Did you give it no, it's the Untitled Symphony written by Evan here. Nice, Evan. Very ominous. All right. Hestia. Hestia was one of our only grade 7s who volunteered / voluntold. And I think it is a throwback to a movie when I was in high school. I think it's when it came out, 97. From Titanic, My Heart Will Go On. I can see some of the audience singing along. Yeah. Okay. Flashbacks. All right, Andrew, come on over. Is it a duet? I can't remember. Nope, solo. Okay. Duet, come on. Awesome. Do you want me to count you guys in? What song are you guys doing? Huh? Okay, do you remember it? All right. So I'll go 1, 2, baby. Okay, and 1, 2, baby. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, guys, and come in. Okay. And we practiced one a little bit. Here we go. And 1, 2, baby. Is it working? Just play C. All right, now right. Okay. And 1, 2. Yeah. You only get Baby Shark. You don't get the whole family. All right. Next up, yeah. Allie. And I think it's still Hush Little Baby. Is that what it is? Or was it your other one? I can't remember. Yeah. All right, Juliet. Nice job, Allie. I always love it when they come with songs that aren't in the book, like they learn their own. That's always great. All right, Juliet, you have for us Claire de Lune? Yes. Yeah. All right, up next is going to be Sawyer and Sean, duet. Do you want me to count you in too, guys? Yeah, so it'll be same thing. We'll go 1, 2, baby. Okay. And 1, 2. We now have 2 of the sharks. Okay. All right, David, come on over. Awesome job, David. Riley, you are next. And Riley, Mary Had a Little Lamb? Yep. There are very many of those because he still jokes about that. All right, Riley, whenever you're ready. Man, that lamb was fast. I love it. All right, let's bring over Elizabeth and Keegan. They got something. They brought their own instruments, which is even great. We're going to have some recorder. Throwback to grade 4 and 3. Mm-hmm. All right. And speaking of unique instruments, come on over again there, sir. He came and said, "Hey, can I do a solo on the ocarina?" I'm like, "Of course you can." How often do you get this? In 12 years, I've never had this solo. All right, next let's bring over Shantae and Chloe with a duet. Nice job, bud. Nice job, girls. It can be really tough, too, when you have to sit there and wait for like 10 minutes and have to play. Yeah, that can be tricky. All right, who's next? Let's bring over Lakin. And Liam, right? Yeah, come on over. I know we've got a duet here. I heard this one today at recess. See if you can name this song. It's not one you've heard already. All right, Nicole, come on over. Yeah. Nice job, guys. That's cool. Thanks, Nicole. And she joined us late, too. You were 3 weeks late getting to us in band? Yeah, so she's caught up, and she sounded awesome. All right, up next, let's bring over on trombone, Katrina. You're standing over there. And what do I have on my list for you? It's going to be Mary Had a Little Lamb, right? Yes. That always helps. There we go. Yeah. All right, Elizabeth, come on over. Encore performance on recorder here. All right, and last but not least, we got a throwback to grade 5 with Jesse and Sadie. You may recognize this from last year. All right, big thank you to all of our soloists. I know we had a lot this year, but I always want to give these students a chance to shine, because sometimes they can get buried when you've got 40 people on stage. So giving them a chance to come up and showcase how talented they really are is awesome. So we're going to take just about, hopefully, 2 minutes here. We'll get all of our... Oh, do we have one more solo on the piano? All right, sorry, I almost forgot. Okay, a couple quick piano solos from Katrina on the piano. I almost forgot. When she said she was going to play 2 instruments once, I didn't really believe her, and then she did, which is awesome. All right, we're going to get our grade 6-7s on stage. If you need to get up and get a stretch, it'll take us about 2 minutes, and we'll be back with some awesome 6-7s.
We now get to see and hear what a couple years under the rule of Mr. Johnstone does to these youth musicians. They have worked very hard in class and combined rehearsals to put their best face forward for the five pieces they will be playing this evening. The first piece the grade 6-7 band will be playing for you tonight is Declaration and Dance by Larry Clark. This piece uses a combination of the first 6 notes every band student learns to create a unique harmonic structure and colorful textures. The opening of the piece starts off bold and then is followed by a more lighthearted dance-like theme. Please enjoy Declaration and Dance.
Watch out for those repeats.
Japanese Folk Songs by Anne McGinty embodies 3 different folk songs: Moon Song, Festival of the Dolls, and Please Come Spring. The melodies are authentically Japanese and use both the pentonic and ditonic scales. The songs are presented in gradually increasing tempos. The first, Moon Song, is the slowest and played in a singing style. The second tune is a little faster, but not by much. The third song again is a little faster than the preceding one. Finally, a coda brings back the melody of the first song, with the piece ending quietly. Sit back, relax, and be brought to the beautiful land of Japan in these 3 Japanese folk songs. music is a piece that provides the notes and rhythms for the band, but no tempo, character, dynamics, or articulations. These missing pieces are the music that the band must pencil in together to create a unique piece of their own. Perhaps they chose a brisk tempo, or maybe they chose to go the opposite route and play something slower. Are the notes staccato, or should they be accented? Whatever the case, I'm sure creating this piece brought up many fun discussions between the band. Now let's see what they've managed to create and listen to Just Add Music by Scott Watson and our own grade 6-7 band. A great little march suitable for students who have 1 to 2 years of playing experience. Sandy Bay March by Brian West introduces syncopated rhythms to all sections of the band. This piece was written especially for combined primary schools concert band, which incorporates students of 1 to 2 years playing experience and is run by Mr. John Jeffrey and a team of traveling instrumental teachers in Hobart, Tasmania. Please enjoy Sandy Bay March. After countless requests from directors everywhere, Brian Balmage was thrilled to offer this closer that pairs perfectly with his other piece, A Festive Fanfare. Loosely based on the opening notes of the fanfare, Festive Finale is a thrilling and energetic closer and a great way to tie your entire program together and end in a truly festive fashion. We hope you enjoy the grade 6-7 band's final piece of the night, Festive Finale. We will now switch over to junior jazz. So, I've got some jokes if you all want to hear them. Yes? You all hear yes? Okay. What's the best present a musician could receive? A broken drum. You can't beat it. What do you call a musically gifted elf? A Christmas wrapper. What is a duck's favorite Christmas carol? In the Beak Midwinter. What Christmas carols do they sing in the desert? O camel, ye faithful. How did the ornament get addicted to Christmas? He was hooked on trees his whole life. Not hearing a lot of laughter out there. Tough crowd. What do you call an obnoxious reindeer? Rudolph. Let's see.
Did your dad write all these?
Actually, no. I had to look them up on the internet. You know, there aren't any good band jokes all there. They're all super mean. It's like, why did the band go home? Because the flute player showed up. Like, I take offense to that. I'm a flute player. We're not that bad. How do sheep say Merry Christmas in Mexico? Feliz Navidad. And that's all I have. Thank you.
bebop blues more. No, go get time. Lost time. We just gotta wait for Amelia anyway. Sure. Just waiting for Amelia. Because Keegan is. You tell me. Let it go. Alright, let's just do bebop blues because we have some people who haven't played yet. Okay, bebop blues warm up really quick. And. Oh, I love how Janik went old school, eh? What a rebel back there. What a rebel. Here we go. Okay, one. Bebop blues there, Amelia. Let's do blues. Okay, and one. Starting in whole notes. 1, 2, 3, and.
Our final rock store performance of the night is from the Junior Jazz Band. I would like to thank you all for sticking around to the very end, and I promise you won't regret it. This group is special and a stepping stone for young, talented musicians to prepare for the early morning rehearsals of the tour and senior jazz bands due up at the high school. Meeting at 8 a.m. every Friday and at lunch on Tuesdays, this group learns the beauty of the smooth and savvy world of jazz. The first piece Junior Jazz will be playing for you tonight is Let It Go. They've taken the popular song from Disney's animated feature and added a little jazzy spin. You'll recognize the familiar melodies throughout, and hopefully the jazzy groove won't throw you off enough to hum or maybe even sing along to the tune. Enjoy Let It Go.
Okay. Okay, ready? Yeah. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3.
will now hand it over to Mr. Johnstone to read out some thank yous before our final piece.
All right. First of all, want to thank the SD81 maintenance crew. Every year they have to haul all of this equipment down. It takes about 3 or 4 truckloads. And luckily this year it wasn't -40 like it has been in some years. But every year they make sure all our equipment gets here and back safely, nothing damaged. So a big thank you to our maintenance department. As always, I've been working here now since on my 12th year teaching. Hard to believe. And I've always had the opportunity to work with both Doug and John Roper here at the Phoenix Theater, and they've always been more than accommodating. Whatever we've needed, they've gone out of their way to make sure that we have it. So a big thank you to John and Doug and all the staff here. I have to give a huge thank you to all the staff at RLA. I'm often stealing their kids or trying to arrange these extra rehearsals. They really make this possible that we were able to do these things. So a huge thank you to all the staff and administration at RLA. I'll get them to come out on stage. Anyone who's a student volunteer from FNSS, come stand on stage so I can embarrass you. Maybe they've already gone home. So we have Noel emceeing, we have Dwayne and Hadley who were here at 3 o'clock today to make sure that the stage was all set up and ready to go. So thank you to our FNSS volunteers. You may have seen backstage, a special shout out to Miss Clark and Miss Froze who were here checking off names, making sure people weren't breaking instruments or each other. So big thank you to Miss Froze and to Miss Clark for being our backstage help. And of course, to all of you. For some of you, this is now year 3, or if this is your younger kids, this might be year 7 or 8 or 9, supporting your kid and encouraging them in music. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. For some of you, this might be your first RLA band concert, and I certainly hope it is not your last. It's a great opportunity to sort of be part of our wonderful band family and sort of do something different than sort of the math and the reading and writing, and have a chance to sort of get to hang out with some really cool people and get to play some really fun music. So thank you to all the parents out there. A special shout out actually before I go. You may notice this junior jazz has some non-junior jazz looking people that are slightly older than grade 7. I do want to say a special thank you to Hannah and Kenzie, especially Kenzie. I got a message at 5 o'clock saying Callie, who was playing first alto, wasn't going to be able to make it because she was sick. So I send Kenzie a message like, hey, do you want to come play some saxophone? So this is her first time ever playing this music right now. So big thank you to Kenzie for showing up and helping out. And Hannah too, but Hannah's played this stuff before. So, all right, I'll pass it back to Noelle to introduce our final piece, and it's a fun one.
What Came First is a song inspired off the age-old question, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Of course, the music does not attempt to answer this philosophical conundrum, but rather provides a starting point for a vigorous and respectful debate. Also, keep an ear out for some solos from members of the band, and we hope you enjoy the final piece of the evening, What Came First.
Amelia, you got second solo, right? All right. I know. Get it. You want me to stand up? Okay, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
tonight. Thank you for coming out to listen to the bands play tonight, and a big thank you for sticking around until the end of the concert. I know all the bands really appreciate it. If you're not busy tomorrow evening, the high school band also has a concert. I'm in the band. We sound good. Have a safe rest of your evening, and don't forget to buy Frozen Junior tickets, which go on sale next Monday.